With the Formula One summer break well underway, many eyes have turned to who will be lining up on the grid next year. Here's everything you need to know about the F1 2026 driver lineup. The 2026 silly season has been relatively relaxed in comparison to last year, which saw over half the grid out of contract by December. News of Lewis Hamilton moving to Ferrari in 2025 caused a massive shakeup of the grid, resulting in contract negotiations starting earlier than normal as drivers tried to solidify their seats for this year. With Cadillac joining the 2026 F1 grid, an additional 2 seats have become available, with 5 drivers out of contract at the end of the year. Let's discuss the confirmed team lineups for the 2026 F1 season. McLaren, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. McLaren have solidified their driver lineup until at least the end of the 2027 season, showing their commitment to their future with Norris and Piastri. With the pair dominating the 2025 season, it is unsurprising that McLaren have opted to continue with their drivers going into the 2026 regulation changes. Piastri extended his contract with McLaren in March of this year, with his previous contract set to expire in 2026. Although the exact deadline of both drivers' contracts has not been specified, it is expected that both will remain with the team for at least 2 more seasons. Ferrari, Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. Similar to McLaren, the exact details of Ferrari's driver contracts are relatively unknown past multi-year contracts. However, it is expected that both Hamilton and Leclerc will remain with the team until at least the end of next year. Ahead of the 2025 season, Leclerc agreed to a new multi-year contract with Ferrari, which would reportedly cover several more seasons to come. Hamilton is reportedly contracted to remain with Ferrari until the end of 2026, although with a difficult start to his first season with the team, focus will be on whether he remains in Maranello after next year. Mercedes. Mercedes are the only top team that has both drivers out of contract at the end of the 2025 season. Speculation is growing around what decision team principal Toto Wolff will make with his lineup for the regulation changes in 2026. At the Hungarian Grand Prix, Russell told Sky Sports F1 that there was no rush to sign a contract, adding, "Nothing's going to happen over summer, because, honestly, I just want to have a rest and recharge." Wolff also revealed in the same Sky Sports interview that there was no reason not to plan with George long-term. Antonelli is also expected to re-sign with Mercedes for 2026, despite the 18-year-old admitting he is struggling with the car. Red Bull. At the Hungarian Grand Prix, Verstappen revealed that he would remain with Red Bull for the 2026 season, despite heavy speculation that he could be making a jump to Mercedes next year. Rumors began to grow after the team saw a significant drop in performance, leaving them 4th in the Constructors' Championship. The firing of team principal Christian Horner further added to the speculation that Verstappen could also leave the team. The second Red Bull seat is yet to be confirmed, with Yuki Tsunoda's contract set to expire at the end of 2025. Williams. Williams started the 2025 season with both Albon and Sainz locked in for at least 2 years. The Grove-based team ensured that with multi-year contract deals, both their drivers would remain with Williams into the 2026 regulation changes. Aston Martin. Stroll and Alonso will remain at Aston Martin heading into the new season. The 3-time world champion has reportedly signed a multi-year contract to the end of 2026 and is showing no signs of retiring, despite completing over 35% of all F1 Grands Prix. Stroll has also signed a multi-year contract and is expected to stay with the team beyond 2026. The Canadian's actual contract terms with Aston Martin are arguably the blurriest on the grid, due to his father, Lawrence Stroll, owning the team. Stake F1 team Kick Sauber. Alongside the 2026 regulation changes, the Stake F1 team will become Audi in the new season. With the amount of changes facing the team, it is no surprise that they have chosen to lock down both Hülkenberg and Bortoleto into 2026. Visa Cash App Racing Bulls. Visa Cash App Racing Bulls are one of 2 teams where both drivers are out of contract at the end of 2025. With issues surrounding the second driver's seat at sister team Red Bull, it causes speculation on whether either Isaac Hadjar or Liam Lawson could potentially be moved up to the other squad to replace Tsunoda. A potential signing for the team could be Red Bull Jr. Arvid Lindblad, who is currently competing in F2. Earlier in the year, Red Bull pushed through a super license exemption for the 18-year-old, hinting at a potential move to F1 before the end of 2025. Haas. Haas saw a full driver lineup change heading into the 2025 season, with both Hülkenberg and Kevin Magnussen being replaced by Ocon and Behrman. The team appear to have settled with their driver lineup into the 2026 regulation changes, keeping both the Frenchman and the Brit until the end of next year. Alpine. Alpine have undeniably faced heavy disruption in the 2025 season, including the replacement of Jack Doohan for Franco Colapinto after just 6 races. Despite the driver swap, Colapinto has also struggled in a second Alpine seat, with his 2025 future still remaining uncertain. Alpine appear to have a rolling contract for Colapinto, meaning that the team's driver lineup could change again before the end of this year. With this year's lineup still up in the air, it's difficult to predict who could join Gasly at Alpine in 2026. Cadillac. The most anticipation around the 2026 F1 lineup surrounds Cadillac, which will be joining the grid next season. The American outfit are yet to announce who will race for them in the new year, with heavy speculation suggesting that Valtteri Bottas will take one of the seats. It is expected that Cadillac could reveal their 2026 driver lineup by the end of the summer break. What do you think? Write in the column, comments, and subscribe, for other latest news.